What's My Line? Brought to you by the new Norelco triple header for a close, fast, comfortable electric shave. 40% faster than ever before. The new Norelco triple header. Now let's all play What's My Line? And now let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Arlene Francis.
Thank you. And now a distinguished product of Lehigh University, Mr. Martin Gabel.
A very smart girl from the show Get Smart. Would you believe Barbara Feldon?
And now, the distinguished publisher and the Lord of Mount Kisco, Bennett Cerf.
The next gentleman on my list is a distinguished representative of the Tilton School, and will waive the right of consecutive translation of his characteristical gobbledygook. Mr. John Charles Daly.
What Bennett refuses to get used to, or can't get used to, is that after I speak, no translation is necessary. When he speaks, translation is necessary. Now, what he meant to say was, Miss Feldon, it's nice to have you for the first time as a member of the panel of What's My Line.
Thank you so much.
And I hold you fortunate and lucky to have three old and tried friends of the panel here, Miss Arlene and Martin and Bennett. You'll find them very, very helpful to you as the half hour goes on. As you begin to faint away, they'll catch you. They're very good about that sort of thing. We have some very tricky occupations. I give you full and fair warning. And we'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the program. But right now, let's meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Jerry Whatmore. Is that right, man? All righty. Is it Miss or Mrs. Whatmore?
Miss Whatmore.
Miss Whatmore. Where are you from?
Seattle.
Seattle, Washington, the home of the University of Washington.
Right.
One of the most beautiful campuses in America.
It's very
Delightful.
nice.
Well, Miss Whatmore, may I present the panel? Now, would you join me here, please, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, we can tell you that Miss Whatmore is salaried, deals in a service, but there is a product involved which is absolutely necessary and critical to the service, so you can play it either way you want to. And we'll begin things with Arlene.
Thank you, John. Miss Whatmore, is this product a useful product?
Very useful.
Is it ever found indoors?
No.
That's one down and 9 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Is it in any way a sporting product?
Yes.
I would here, Martin, just so that you're not misled, agree with Miss Whatmore, but I would not put too much weight on it, because the relationship to sport is a rather tenuous one.
Is a tenuous one?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Is the product used in any form of athletics, Miss Whatmore?
No.
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Felton.
You tried to help me, sir.
Is this product a solid product?
Yes.
Is it a product that I could lift?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Whatmore, we all know that Seattle is located on beautiful Puget Sound. I wonder if your product has anything to do with the water.
Yes.
Would it be a product that could be used somehow or other on Puget Sound or Lake Washington?
Yes.
Might it be
Now,
any...
just a moment here. Be used somehow on Puget Sound.
Yes, in the water of the Sound or Lake Washington. John, what word of that didn't you understand?
No, I understand. I understand all of it. Is what the trouble is. I don't want to mislead you. You see, and this might mislead you because I'm not sure that you or any other member of the panel could actually use it. This is the verb you used on the lake. And
Well, I'll try to clarify my question, Miss Whitemore. Is it any form of boat?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it, however, ever found in the water?
Yes.
Is it ever alive?
Yes.
Is it a fish?
No.
That makes it 5 down and
It's a
5 to
whale.
go, Mr. Gabel.
Is it a sea mammal?
Yes.
Is it a whale?
Yes.
Are you a whaler? No, that's something else.
She's a whale of a girl, Martin, you admit.
I can see that. I knew there was something athletic involved. Is it, do you have a whale in captivity?
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to put the
You
card
show
to
it,
Martin.
though.
I think you go. She actually trains the whale and shows the whale. You did have 2. Actually, Miss Watmore is with the Seattle Public Aquarium, right? And she did have 2 baby killer whales, right? Now has only 1. One sickened. I remember reading about it. And Miss Watmore, this tickles me more than anything else. She trains them to shake hands, roll over, fetch and carry things. And I said, well, how do you teach them to shake hands? And the whale comes up and offers a flipper. So you shake the flipper.
Miss Whitemore, which do you think spouts more, your whale or Mr. Daly?
My whale.
Good girl. You're going to get away from here, all right. Watch out when you get over there. You may have some trouble with him. Well, it's a fascinating occupation, I must say. And I think we should explain that Miss Watmore also occasionally tries to train seals, and they bite her hands all the time. So she was wearing gloves so that you wouldn't get any clues of any kind from seeing the little nips on her hand. Well, that's wonderful, and thanks very much for coming all the way from Seattle to visit us. Nice to see you. We'll have another contestant for you in just a moment after this word. And now to meet our second contestant, will you sign in after you have entered, please?
Beauty night.
Kelly Lang, right, ma'am? Is it Miss or Mrs. Lang?
Miss.
Miss Lang, and where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Nice to have you with us. Miss Lang, may I present the panel? Now, if you'll join me over here, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Lang is salaried and deals in a service. And we'll begin things with Martin Gabel.
Thank you, John. Miss Lang, you look so stylish. Have you anything to do with fashions?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Feldon.
Would I be able to enjoy your service?
Yes.
Would you come to me to have this, to present me with this service?
Indirectly, I think, John. But...
Yeah, I think indirectly is a very good answer.
Indirectly, she would come to me?
Mm-hmm.
In a roundabout way, she would come to me. Send somebody. Would I feel better after this service was performed? In some physical way?
No.
No.
No, that's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Lang, can I eliminate the entertainment industry from the work that you do?
Yes. Oh, okay.
I don't mean
I
that you
wouldn't-
couldn't perform your service with somebody in it, but I mean it is not directly connected with either motion
With pure
picture.
entertainment as such.
right.
No, that we would agree it would not be considered pure entertainment.
Would your service involve in any way the use of clothing or jewelry?
No. Yes.
Yeah, there is an element here in this area which is, or has as its particular intent, really, identification, Bennett, to that degree and that degree only.
This is what I meant by gobbledygook. Do you have anything to do then with either dressing, decorating, or getting somebody ready for public appearances?
No.
Nope. 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Miss Lang, do I understand that you do have something to do with clothing and with jewelry?
No, see, this was why Bennett's question was so difficult. There is a very slight relationship to clothing, and I meant to convey to you that it's so slight that actually its relationship to what is done is merely a matter of identification. It has no significance beyond that.
Uh-huh. Do you work for a store, Miss Lang?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Have you, in your faint connection or indirect connection with the entertainment world, have you anything to do with either television or the movies?
No.
That makes it 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Feldon.
In performing your service, do you perform this service for a number of people at one time?
Yes, 99.
Would it be children?
Could be.
It could be, yes.
Would this have anything to do with generally arranging a party or a get-together for a group of people?
No,
Nope.
not at all.
6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Lang, we have not yet discovered whether or not you work for a profit-making organization. Do you?
Definitely.
You do work for profit. Do you in any way exhibit something or model something?
No.
Nope. 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you, in your profession, use any kind of instruments or equipment?
Yes. Mhm.
When you are performing, would it be possible that you would wear something other than the regulation dress?
Yes.
I was going to ask you if it was less than what you're wearing now, but your skirt holds me back. Would it be considered a costume?
Yes.
Is the equipment that you use, carry, musical?
No.
Nope. 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Do you perform with this equipment in front of a group of people?
Well, in a manner of speaking, we could say that what is done and could well be done in front of a group of people, or so that a group of people would be aware that it was being done. Wouldn't you say that?
I find myself in my customary state of bafflement, John. Could I see you do this?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Would you be present in the flesh when I saw you perform this?
Yes.
Would it in... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Would it in some way improve my well-being? This vision?
Service?
If you saw it, or if you made yourself, avail yourself of the service.
Well, in light of the fact that you were kind enough to ask me a question, if I saw you do this, would I then learn how to do something which in turn would benefit me?
Yes, I'd like to think so.
See? I'm quick, but I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, I want to see where you're going from there, too.
Well, are you an instructor of some kind, then?
No.
Well, here again...
By example.
By example. That's very good. That gets me off the hook. That's 9 down and 1 to go, Miss Feldon.
Okay, I'm responsible, right? In performing this service, do you move in a physical way?
Yes.
Some, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, some or yes, enthusiastically. There was...
What's going on here?
Yes, unequivocal yes.
Yes, you move. You move physically. Then I can assume that the movement, your movement, in relationship to the people that are observing this service or availing themselves of the service, is an important part of the service.
Yes, you're right.
Diploma.
Do you remove any part of your costume at any time you're performing this?
Heaven forfend. Heaven forfend. Take a guess, Bennett.
Do you do anything that improves the condition of a house that you go into?
No.
I thought she was a plumber.
No,
Nothing to do with water.
No, Martin's opened the door part way, but nobody took it up and opened it the rest of the way. When Martin asked if it was anything to do with television or the theater, and you forgot radio.
Oh.
Because actually what Miss Lang does is to broadcast traffic reports from a helicopter over KABC in Los Angeles. She is known to all those in Los Angeles who are saying, well, gee, I never heard Kelly Lang in the helicopter, as a result of a naming contest, correctly. Kelly, who does it in the morning, is known as Dawn O'Day, and her colleague who works in the afternoon is known as Evo Day. So that's how you will recognize it better, the KABC listeners in Los Angeles. That was fun, Kelly. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks a lot for coming to see us. Nice to see you. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, this message. And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which my colleagues on the panel, Mr. Cerf and Miss Feldon, will you please mask up?
Yes.
All of the masks on panel and in place?
Yes, John.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? Panel, as you know, a different form of questioning in this case. One question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin things with Bennett Cerf.
Well, just to dispose of the person that's uppermost in my mind tonight, do you happen to wear a patch over one eye?
No.
One down a night ago, Miss Francis.
Are you part of the entertainment world?
Yes.
Mr. Gabel.
Are you a man?
No.
Two down a day to go, Miss Feldon.
Are you a singer? No.
Just a moment, small conference. We'll give you, with our guest's permission, sings but not a singer is the claim that we make. All right, Mr. Cerf?
Have you got anything whatever to do with that long-playing hit, Hello, Darling?
No.
Three down and seven to go, Miss Francis.
Are you at the present time engaged in the theater in New York?
Yes.
Mr. Gabel.
Are you married to an actor?
No.
Four down and six to go, Miss Feldon.
In your engagement now in New York, is that a Broadway show? Yes.
Mr. Cerf.
Well, if you're not married to an actor, might you be married to a famous director?
Yes.
Miss Francis.
Well,
It's not Melina Mercouri.
sure it is.
Is it?
Yes,
I happen to know that although Miss Mercouri is not Moshe Dayan, which is what Bennett was asking about, her husband is on his way to Jerusalem at this moment.
Yes, that is
With Erwin
true.
Shaw.
That's true.
And you're a great big smash on your own in Ilya, darling.
What do you mean you're not a singer?
I questioned
I am not a
Miss
singer.
Mercouri, and
It's the
she said,
first
I
time that
sing,
I
but I'm
sing.
not a singer.
I am not a singer.
Which I thought was very fair of, and that's what we tried to convey. That was a very interesting double wing back there. Arlene said it's not Melina Mercouri, but it's sure.
Thought you'd be home crying tonight.
So.
Because
Well.
Julie is not here.
I know it's very much on your mind. I know also that...
I am very proud that he goes to Israel.
What's he going to do over there? You didn't even mention his name.
I hope that he will do a big and important film now.
that he will talk about the peace in Israel and that Israel is a nation. I hope that he will do it very well.
Well, his skills are the right skills to bring to so great a task, I must say.
And his name is Jules Daston,
Jules
and we have
Daston.
not mentioned it, and we should.
And we have not mentioned, and I would like to say that this is one of the unique personal triumphs of this season. Is that not right,
yes.
Arlene? And congratulations. And
Thank you very
may it
much.
run forever. Nice to have you with us, ma'am. In balance, panel, you've done rather well. We'll have another contestant after this word. And now a final contestant. Will you sign in after you have come in and entered and gone up to the board, please? Jeff Sidebottom, right, sir? All right, Mr. Sidebottom, where are you from?
Barnsley in Yorkshire, England.
Barnsley in Yorkshire,
England.
Nice to see you. May I present our panel, Mr. Sidebottom? Yeah. Now, you come over here with me, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Sidebottom is salaried and deals in a service, and we'll begin with Barbara Feldon.
When you perform your service, would you come to me to perform it?
No. One down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Sidebottom, do you work for a profit-making organization?
You could call it that, yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Is the service that you perform then for men, since you can't do it for Barbara?
No, because Barbara's question was not to that particular point, Bennett, so that we'll have to give you a no. Miss Francis?
Mr. Sidebottom, do you work indoors in your job?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Gabel.
You perform your service usually in England?
Sometimes.
To be fair, he has very often in England. At the present time, he's performing it here.
Is there anything beneficial about your service?
To me, yes.
You make money, you mean?
Yeah.
And does your client get something useful from what you offer them?
I hope so.
Taking
You
the
mean to.
broad span of human requirements and goals, we'd say yes, that going to get this service would be considered useful.
Do you ever come into physical contact with the people you offer your service to? In the line of duty, I mean.
No.
No, not the people he offers his service to. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Feldon.
Would you use any equipment in performing your service?
Yeah.
Would you hold this equipment in your hands as you perform it?
Could do, yes.
Could?
Some of it, sometimes.
Oh. Is your service instructive in some way?
That's not its purpose, right?
Not its purpose,
Yeah,
no.
that's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Sidebottom, may I eliminate food and drink from the work you do entirely?
Yes.
May I eliminate some kind of work that would improve the condition of a house or the grounds the way you work?
Yes.
Yes.
Then it is something that must be for a human being that you perform the
Actually,
service.
Bennett, we run out of time, so I
He
put all the
plays
cards.
soccer.
Take a guess. What?
Doesn't play soccer, does he?
He plays soccer. That's right.
What was an Englishman doing here now? You know, it's the new thing.
Mr. Sidebottom is the goalie for the New York Generals, a brand new soccer team, part of the newly formed soccer league of 10 teams, and you're going to play Wednesday.
Yeah, against St. Louis.
Against St. Louis. He played in England. As you know, Martin and Bennett particularly, it's the foremost spectator sport in the world, and now they're seeing if we're going to do it here.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks very much, Mr. Sidebottom. Nice to see you, and good luck Wednesday. Panel, with all apologies, since I seem to have used up all the time, and the hope, Barbara, that you enjoyed your visit with us. And
I have
Martin,
indeed, thank you.
you'll come back again. I will say for all of us, good night, and thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. Miss Frances Gown is from Bonwit Teller. This is Hal Sims speaking.